Right, how you going, guys? Gonna run through a quick video on a really good meal that you can have out camping. Feed 5 or 6 people depending on what you got. It's just a couple of basic salads, a nice lump of lamb with a bit of marinade on there, and yeah, it's pretty healthy. So we got our lamb, butterfly leg of lamb, sitting in a marinade. The marinade is pretty much just lemon juice, olive oil, anchovies, rosemary and garlic, crushed up fine. Yeah, so it's been sitting in there for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to do a potato salad. I've got potatoes already boiled, and then just a basic garden salad as well. So I'm going to whip through the potato salad quickly, and then we'll get onto this lamb. So potatoes, I'll just get rid of this water. Right, so you got your boiled spuds. Put them to the side for a second. First of all, potato salad. No good potato salad is without bacon. So we're going to put a bit of bacon in there, a little bit of onion, and then some whole grain mustard seed, and a little bit of just normal coleslaw dressing as well. Chop the bacon up. It's pretty rough. It's going to reduce down to not much at all. Get that on the flame. Let that heat up. Now, as we're doing that, it's not going to hurt to preheat your other pan to do your lamb in. Ideally, you can do this lamb on a small grill, like a BBQ or something like that, but just got a couple little gas burners here today. It's going to do the job fine. All right, get that bacon in. Right, after the bacon, I'm going to cut a red onion. I prefer to use red. I think it's a little bit nicer. You can use brown, it doesn't really matter. Right, so now there's a decent bit of heat in your pan for your lamb. You pull your lamb out. You've got all that beautiful marinade all over there, and you put that straight in, laying it away from you, of course. Right, now, got all this leftover marinade. What you can actually do is just essentially spoon that on the top and cook that in as well. Now, I didn't mention before, but this is on a high heat. Really want to get a nice sear on that lamb to start with. I've done it in the past in a Weber. Usually I put the lid down, get a nice bit of smoke in there. Can't really do it at the moment, but I'll bang a bit of alcohol over the top as a make do lid. So basically just let that sear. Back to our bacon. That's cooked down a little bit now, so I'm going to whack the onion in. Right, the lamb's been on that side for a few minutes now. We'll lift up our makeshift lid. Really looking for a nice sear. Oh yeah, beautiful. Lid back down. Alright, whilst that's all going, you're going to whip up a really simple garden salad just to go along with it. Got some fresh cos lettuce. I like cos. Tastes heaps better than iceberg. It's crunchier, it's got more flavour. Now the thing about cos is you need to give it a really good wash. I've already pre-washed this, but you will find a lot of dirt in a cos lettuce. I'm going to cut it into thick strips. Fire. Now I know when a lot of people go camping, they think, you know, I grab a loaf of bread, some hamburgers, maybe a bit of onions, a few sausages and that. So like not a lot of people think a lot about having a garden salad when you're out in the bush. But you know, just because you're in the middle of nowhere doesn't mean you can't try to be a little bit healthy. That onion is finally starting to break down a little bit. My pot was probably a little bit piss weak, probably should have used a pan there, but better luck next time on that. I'm just going to check the lamb. A little bit longer for that lamb, then we're going to let it rest. Really important to let a nice lump of meat like that rest. Now a bit of carrot, pretty simple. Cucumber, Lebanese is my favourite. You use whatever you want, continental, but your cucumber strips there. Now just going to leave a little space, but I'm actually going to put the lamb just to the side of the salad there. Tomato, truss tomato. I like my tomatoes quite ripe, and I find the truss is the best for that. Bit of tomato. I'll actually use that little bit of leftover onion, bit of raw onion in there. Now I'm not going to dress this garden salad. I usually definitely would dress a garden salad, but it should have this amazing marinade dripping off that lamb that I really don't think is going to be needed. Give it 2 more minutes on that side, and then I'm going to let that rest. Now I have done a lot of bacon and a lot of onion here, so I cooked probably 700 grams of baby blue spuds. You know, obviously more people cook more, do what you need to do. Right, turn that off. Now all we do for this is a little bit of coleslaw dressing. Obviously you can use whatever you want. You just need something creamy, maybe Caesar, something like that. Probably 2 tablespoons. Don't need shitloads, because if you really mix it in well, it'll be fine. You don't want it runny to a stage, you know. And then a little bit of whole grain mustard seed. Now if you're a fan of rocket like I am, you can also add rocket to it. I'm not going to do that tonight purely because we got the garden salad, but sometimes I'm only having this, so. Alright, I'll give that a good mix in a sec. I'm just going to deal with this lamb. Cover that up, let that rest for a few minutes, and we're hoping to get a result of medium rare. Now the lamb I used was actually I think it was a rosemary and garlic one from Coles. You don't have to obviously get a pre-marinated one. Obviously a plain one's going to do just fine, but rosemary and garlic was in my marinade, so I didn't think it would hurt. Right, we'll let that rest, turn the heat off there. Just going to give this potato salad a quick mix. Now the reason I cook the spuds so much earlier than everything else is because you really want to let them have a chance to cool down a little bit. If you've got red hot spuds and then you chuck in coleslaw dressing and all that all over it, it's not the best. So that is done. Now this is, in my opinion, no way fancy. It is something that I believe everyone can cook. It's so simple and it's delicious. Right, so the lamb's been resting for about 10-12 minutes. So had a good chance to have a quick yarn. Let's see what we're looking at. Really hoping that it's cooked through. It's actually quite a fat bit of meat, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, sort of hoping for medium rare. Oh, that's pretty good to me. So as you can see, medium rare. Beautiful. Lay a few slices out on your salad and you're pretty much done. Obviously look at the huge chunk of meat I got left over, so that's going to feed a few people tonight. Now if you want to know how I done the marinade, just comment below and I can do a separate video for that as well. It's a really simple one, it's really good. Right, so there you have it. Lamb, 2 salads. Simple, quick. I've done that in half an hour or so. It's really simple. Just remember, you don't have to be extraordinary to have a extraordinary time. Stay ordinary, people. Thank you.